Hello dear learners, what's new? Hope you are well in the COVID-19 pandemic unnatural situation, and welcome to my English class. This is Muhammad Azizul Haq Patwari, lecturer in English, Government MM College, Joshua. Today I am going to discuss about clause. What is clause? A clause is a part of a larger sentence containing a subject and the predicate of its own. Let's have a look at the following example. That you have come pleases me. Number B, tell me where he lives. In these sentences, the underlined parts are clauses. Clauses are of three kinds. Number one, principal clause. Number two, subordinate clause. Number three, coordinate clause. Principal clause. A principal clause is an independent clause which can exist even without the help of a subordinate clause. Look at the following example. I know the boy who did the work. If you come, I will help you. In these sentences, the underlined parts are principal clause. Subordinate clause. A subordinate clause is called a dependent clause because it cannot exist without the help of a principal clause. Look at the following examples. I know the boy who came here yesterday. As I was ill, I did not go there. In these sentences, the underlined parts who came here yesterday and as I was ill, subordinate clauses because they can't express the full meaning without the help of principal clause, I know the boy and I did not go there. Coordinate clause. A coordinate clause is a clause that is introduced by one of the coordinating conjunction, most commonly and, or, but, yet, both and, either or, neither nor, not only but also. Look at the following examples. A. He either sang or danced. B. He is not only a student but also a player. C. He worked hard but he did not succeed. In these sentences, several clauses are joined with or, not only but also, and but. Subordinate clause. Subordinate clause are subdivided into three kinds. Number one, noun clause. Number two, adjective clause. Number three, adverb clause. Noun clause. A noun clause is a group of words which contains a subject and a predicate of its own and does the work of a noun in a complex sentence. Look at the following examples. Why he left is a mystery. What you say is not true. That he will come is uncertain. In these sentences, the underlined part, why he left, what you say, that he will come, are noun clauses because they are used as the subject of verb is. Usage of noun clause. Noun clause can be used as the subject of a verb. Look at the following examples. What you say is not true. B. What he has said is false. C. That he is honest is known to all. In these sentences, what you say, what he has said, that he is honest are noun clauses because they are the subject of is as the object of a transitive verb. Noun clause can be used as the object of a transitive verb. For example, I know when he will come. B. Tell me where he lives. C. I do not know how he came here. In these sentences, the underlined part, when he will come, where he lives, and how he came here are the objects of verb know, tell, and know. Object of a preposition. Look at the following example. Listen to what I say. There is no truth in what you say. You should listen to what your teacher says. In these sentences, the underlined part, what I say, what you say, and what your teacher says are the objects of preposition to, preposition in, and preposition to. In apposition to a noun or pronoun. Look at the following examples. Mr. Khan, the honorable member of the parliament, is a learned man. B. Mehdi, the brilliant student of this college, is a nice boy. C. His belief that he will succeed in life always encourages him. In these sentences, the underlined parts, the honorable member of the parliament, the brilliant student of this college, and that he will succeed in life are appositions to the noun Mr. Khan, Mehdi, and he, pronoun he. Complement of a verb of incomplete predication. Look at the following example. This is what you want. B. My prayer was that he might come round soon. C. My belief is that he will come soon. In these sentences, the underlined parts, what you want, that he might come round soon, and that he will come soon are complement of verb is, was, and is. Adjective clause. An adjective clause is a clause which does the work of an adjective and so qualifies some noun or pronoun in the main clause. It is introduced by a relative pronoun or relative adverb. Look at the following examples. I know the boy who came here yesterday. B. The boy who has come here is my younger brother. C. My brother who lives in America is a teacher. In these sentences, the underlined parts, who came here yesterday, who has come here, who lives in America, are adjective clauses because they qualify the noun boy, the boy, and my brother. Thanks a lot, dear learners. Hope you have understood well. I will come back very soon with new video. Till then, take care and have a nice day. Bye.